When the summer skins for this year were first being revealed, I saw some cope about Rappy's bikini coming back because she was in some of the splash arts. And it had me thinking about one of the things that always bothered me in NIKKE. It's gacha skins. Once the time window on a skin is gone, nobody knows when or if you might ever get a rerun. At first, I thought the solution to this was simple. Simply rerun the gacha a year later, or have a set month where they rerun a lot of them. But the more I thought about it, I realized I don't really know the best way forward, and the current system ain't it. Nobody's winning right now. Gacha skins in NIKKE are already a controversial topic, where you have to spend a set amount of money before you even have the chance to roll a skin. And the gacha rates are so non-existent that most players have to pay the full amount. So, gacha skins in NIKKE are rare. As far as I know, the only skins that have been rerun so far are Rupees, Drakes, and now we got Dorothy, as well as some of the collab ones. These skins reran with the same gacha system as when they first ran, and they allowed you to get the same materials when you rolled, which was pretty cool, that they didn't go the way of the store skins, where old passes still retained the $20 price tag, but without the materials of the pass. This just shows how long it really takes for reruns to happen. In 3 years, we've only had NIKKE characters rerun 3 times. The collabs don't really count, in my opinion, because they were rerunning collabs, and those skins were how they made their money on them. Also, a really good idea that they reran them, but I digress. It's not all bad though. There have been a lot of surveys that have asked about bringing back skins, so the timing may become more frequent in the future. And it is looking up with Dorothy. Now I know what you're thinking. What about the people who got into the game later and really liked the character, but now they can't get a skin because they were too late in starting the game? Or maybe they did play at the time, but just didn't have the funds or couldn't justify that amount of money on a skin with 5 seconds of animation at the time. Well, you're straight out of luck with how it currently stands. The timing is far too infrequent, and you have no idea who's going to be rerun, so it's harder to plan accordingly. And we're going to talk about the real meat and bones of what I think the true issue is. The exclusivity. The FOMO. These skins run on the fact that they have to be rolled when they come out, before they are gone forever. Well, mostly forever. Most people who pull on them probably really like the character, but I think there is some impulsiveness in some decisions as well. So if they end up rerunning that skin in the future, well, it might be easier to be frustrated with our money handling skins, and the fact that a time-gated, you had to be there type of thing gets removed. And you also gotta think about it from ShiftUp's perspective. People might just expect the skin to rerun, so they might not buy it right then and there, which is gonna hurt short-term profit. I truly believe the limited availability is what makes these skins so profitable, by playing into our FOMO on overdrive. And that brings us to one of the true villains of this story: pricing. The pricing for the skins can't and won't change. ShiftUp won't want to lose out on that potential revenue, and players who already bought the skins are going to be furious if you make it cheaper to purchase after the fact. I sincerely doubt they would give those who bought the skin in the past compensation. Not that it would matter even if they did, because nobody considered those materials they got when rolling as worth it. Let's be honest, we rolled for the ability to license the skin to our accounts. Wow, that sentence truly rubs in the salt of what I've done. Goodness gracious me. Nobody wins with the current gacha skin situation. Reruns are far too few and infrequent. The exclusivity makes reruns have potential and negative community feedback, even if a lot of people feel like it would be a net positive for the player base and game as a whole. The pricing will never go down, so it's a pretty hefty purchase for some jiggle. Not that I'm complaining, I ain't got that right. And finally, people who missed out have no guarantee of when or who gets a rerun. So it might take years for your favorite character to get their skin rerun, and by then, they might just have a superior skin, or you're not interested in the game anymore. I don't know the best fix, because you can't please everyone, right? I would simply do what they're currently doing, but more often. And I think that is the direction they're eventually going to go, because of how the surveys have been going, and public sentiment. Dorothy is a really good sign of the future to come, I think. That's all I have to say about NIKKE's gacha skins for right now. Just something I thought about randomly in my favorite gacha game that kinda grinds my gears. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the current gacha skin situation in NIKKE, and reruns in general. Real talk, I desperately need that siren skin, bros, but I'm too late. It's over. Arm Candle, clocking out. Peace out, squad.